Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of India, there lived a young shepherd boy named Ravi. He was kind-hearted and innocent, with dreams as vast as the open sky above the mustard fields that surrounded his village. Ravi lived with his elderly grandmother in a modest mud house at the edge of the village. Every morning, he would take his small flock of sheep to graze near the riverbank, where the grass grew green and soft. Life was simple, but Ravi's heart was full of hope. He dreamed of one day having the largest flock in the village and building a brick house for his beloved grandmother. One warm afternoon, as Ravi sat under a massive banyan tree watching his sheep, a well-dressed stranger approached him. The man wore fine silk clothes and gold rings on his fingers. His smile was wide and his words flowed like honey. "Hello, young shepherd," the stranger said warmly. "My name is Vikram. I've been watching you for days, and I must say, you care for your sheep with such dedication. A boy like you deserves much more than this simple life." Ravi felt flattered. No one had ever spoken to him with such admiration before. The other village boys often mocked him for being poor and spending his days with sheep instead of playing games with them. "Thank you, sir," Ravi replied shyly. "I do my best." Vikram sat down beside him, his eyes twinkling with apparent kindness. "You know, Ravi, I'm a successful merchant. I travel to many cities and make great profits. I could teach you the ways of business. With your honest face and my knowledge, we could become partners and earn much wealth." Ravi's heart raced with excitement. Could this be the opportunity he had been waiting for? His grandmother always said that God sends help in unexpected ways. Over the following weeks, Vikram visited Ravi regularly. He brought sweets and told fascinating stories about distant cities and treasures. He spoke of friendship and loyalty, making Ravi feel special and valued. Slowly, Ravi began to trust this newfound friend completely. One evening, Vikram arrived with a serious expression. "Ravi, my boy, I have a business opportunity that could change your life forever. But I need your help. Anything for you, brother," Ravi said eagerly, now considering Vikram his closest friend. "I'm expecting a shipment of valuable goods," Vikram explained. "But I need a safe place to store them temporarily, away from thieves and tax collectors. Could I keep some packages in your grandmother's storage shed? Just for a few days?" Ravi hesitated for a moment, but Vikram's warm smile reassured him. "Of course," he agreed. "What are friends for?" That night, Vikram and his men brought several large sacks to Ravi's home. They stored them in the shed and left quickly. Vikram promised to return in 3 days with Ravi's share of the profits. But 3 days passed, and Vikram did not return. On the 4th day, the village chief arrived at Ravi's door with the constable and several angry villagers.
"Ravi,"
the chief thundered, "we've received complaints that stolen grain from the village warehouse is hidden here." Ravi's heart sank. "No, sir. Those sacks belong to my friend Vikram. He's a merchant." "There is no merchant named Vikram in any nearby town," the constable interrupted. "We've investigated. You've been deceived, boy." When they opened the sacks, they found the stolen grain. Ravi's world crumbled. He realized that Vikram had used him as a pawn in his theft scheme. The wolf had disguised himself in sheep's clothing, pretending to be a friend while plotting evil. The villagers were furious. Despite Ravi's tears and protests of innocence, many believed he was involved in the crime. His reputation was destroyed. People who once greeted him warmly now whispered behind his back. His grandmother fell ill from the stress and shame. Ravi felt completely broken. He had lost everything: his good name, the trust of his village, and worst of all, he had endangered his beloved grandmother. The pain of betrayal cut deeper than any knife. For weeks, Ravi withdrew from everyone. He stopped taking his sheep to graze with the other shepherds. He barely spoke, even to his grandmother. The light in his eyes had dimmed. One day, an old sage named Guruji, who lived in a small ashram near the forest, came to visit Ravi. He had heard about the young shepherd's troubles. "Child," Guruji said gently, I see great pain in your heart, but also great potential. This darkness is not your end, it is your beginning." "How can you say that, Guruji?" Ravi asked, his voice breaking. "I've lost everything because I trusted the wrong person. I was a fool." The wise old man smiled. "You were not a fool for having a trusting heart, Ravi. You were simply innocent. But now you have gained wisdom through this painful experience. The question is, what will you do with this wisdom?" "I don't understand," Ravi whispered. Guruji continued. "A diamond is formed under intense pressure, and gold is purified through fire. Your character is being tested and strengthened through this trial. But remember, one poisonous snake doesn't mean all creatures are dangerous. One wolf in sheep's clothing doesn't mean there are no genuine sheep." He placed a gentle hand on Ravi's shoulder. "Learn to distinguish between true friends and false ones. True friends reveal themselves through their actions, not their words. They stand by you in difficult times, not just when it benefits them. Choose your companions wisely, for they shape your destiny." These words planted a seed in Ravi's heart. Slowly, he began to heal. He started investigating Vikram's crimes and gathered evidence proving his own innocence. He discovered that 2 other villages had also been deceived by the same man. Ravi presented this evidence to the chief, who finally believed him. The search for Vikram intensified, and eventually, he was caught in a neighboring town attempting the same scheme. Justice was served, and Ravi's name was cleared. But the greatest change was within Ravi himself. He became wiser and more discerning. He learned to observe people's actions over time, rather than being swayed by sweet words alone. He discovered that true friendship grows slowly, built on shared values and proven loyalty, not on promises and flattery. The other village boys, who had once mocked him, now approached him differently. Among them was Arjun, a quiet boy who had defended Ravi's character, even when everyone doubted him. Their friendship grew slowly but surely, built on mutual respect and genuine care. Arjun proved to be the true friend Ravi had always needed. Years passed, and Ravi did eventually build that brick house for his grandmother. He became known not just as a successful shepherd, but as a wise young man whom people sought for advice. He never forgot the painful lesson Vikram had taught him. Whenever young people came to him with their problems, he would share his story. "Choose your friends wisely," he would say. "Not everyone who smiles at you wishes you well. Not everyone who offers help has pure intentions. Watch for the wolf in sheep's clothing, the one who wears kindness like a mask but harbors selfish motives underneath." He would add, "But don't let one betrayal close your heart to genuine friendship. The right companions will walk through fire with you. They'll be there when you have nothing to offer them. These are the treasures worth more than all the gold in the world." And so, Ravi's painful experience became a source of wisdom that helped many others avoid similar heartbreak, proving that even our darkest moments can become lights that guide others home.